He's an aspiring broadcaster.
Is he?
Yeah. I would say, well, first of all, I don't remember the one he's talking about, but there are so many from which to choose.
You've been doing this for 20 years, for crying out loud. I mean, every word that comes out of your mouth is not going to be perfect.
Was it the 02 500? What's the one that Ward Burton won?
That was 02 in the Cat Pontiac for Bill Davis, yes.
Well, in that, I had a big one. Joe Moore said I started speaking Hindu, which I did. It's like... And that's one of those things that as a broadcaster, you get tongue-tied and you have a decision to make. You can either stop short, regroup, and continue, or fight through it and shovel through it and plow through it. Well, that day I opted to shovel and plow through. There is an audio file, and I don't think the boys still have it in the Beltway Bureau, but there is an audio file of that mistake. And the ensuing chatter in commercial that everybody jumped on with both feet.
I'm sure about that part of it.
Everybody jumped on with both feet.
Yeah. Well.
And it started, it was like Dale Jarrett gives the boost to Jeffrey Bodine. Bodine goes to the high side and Dale Jarrett now as they work their way off turn 4. And that's basically how it came out. And it was nicknamed Grafschnaub. Because that's the translation for it. And in the next commercial break, of course, when it happens, I had one of the sales guys out there. Of course, you look out of the corner of your eye, you're like, oh, you heard that. Anybody else heard that?
I'm trying to sell this.
Let me just, look around here, and I'll just act like that never happened. Of course, we go to commercial, and David Hyatt keys up and says, hey, Bagman, can you recreate lap 187 for us again, please?
See, right.
And then, of course, it was on. And Moody had me as being Otis from the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh, are you kidding?
I want to go to the Sand.
Come on.
And all that, English as a second language, Professor Bagley at your service or something like that.
You know that MRN crew, I mean, they're like a pit bull on a pork chop when something like that happens, right?
Well, whenever something like that happens, it's not like we ever make fun of each other. It's not like we make fun of ourselves. It's like, we always let that stuff go. Focus on it. It's water under the bridge. And it's never a topic of discussion ever again.
Never.
There's that. It took a long time to live that one down. That one was pretty dicey.
I've heard the story before, but I don't think I've actually heard the actual audio of that before. So.
Quite frankly, I'm surprised that folks in Concord have not already emailed Dominic that audio cut. Because that's the way it normally happens. It gets brought up on the air, all of a sudden the email comes out.
Right.
So, Ryan and everybody at MRN, what are you waiting for, son?
Well, they're probably not listening to us now because they're working at getting that audio file to the Beltway Bureau.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Which I'm sure that will reach the Beltway Bureau before Wide Open Wednesday concludes here today.
Okay.
If not, I will be very disappointed.
Well, thank you, Justin from Yonkers, for bringing that up. And I think Justin might be the first guy from Yonkers to have called the show in a lot of years.
I think you're right. I think that's a valid observation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justin, for helping me relive that moment. You know what? Let's hit a break.
All right. Let's regroup. Let's regroup. Wide Open Wednesday, folks. Let's go. 886, not 8886.
You know what? We got something that'll help you right now. No, we don't. 866 Pit Lane. More wide... Jesus God almighty. What's going on here? More Wide Open Wednesday on the way. 866 Pit Lane.
I felt like it grew a pretty decent amount there the first week, and now it's almost been 2 weeks. I'm not even noticing anything or any difference since, like, Saturday. So I went from looking like an Asian to a Mexican in less than a week.